You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out! Oh, the cocky ones are my favorite to chew on. Keep going, Petal, and you'll find out.
Away! Away!
What's that?
What is this place? Don't! Away! Away!
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again. Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry. A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, Petal.
They are left as scabs of life, while she spits on the beauty their death would sow. The door twitches, but stays firm. The door shudders, imagining its wooden frame cracking and splintering in a raging inferno. You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision.
One day I'll catch a break.
Still in shadow.
Taking position. Secrecy above all. Need to press onward.
My turn. Moving.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I am fury. I am death. Ooh, fun. Avoid that trap. Eager for battle. Spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Don't burn yourself. Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
There is work to do. Quiet as a mouse. Indolence breeds madness. There, in the cage.
You come to my home, interfere in my business, and now have the gall to face me in the heart of my lair. You petulant bollocks! I'll rip your spine out your asshole! I'll use your blood to spice my stew! I'll keep you alive until I've sucked the marrow from your bones. And then I'll bring you back and do it all over again.
Stop it! Please! Let me go!
Still in control. Just. Have to keep going.
Wanna dance?
Don't mind me.
Need to learn the hard way. What's cooking?
Bit of caution never hurt.
Hey, good looking. My little trick.
What to do? Let's get this over with.
Hajazeth!
Well, so much for peace.
Wait! Wait just a tick! Killing me is a waste of time. I'll find a way to return. Always have, always will. But it's unpleasant. So how about we be civilized about this, I have something you want. I knew I liked let me leave with the girl, and I'll give you power. You want to be stronger, tougher, smarter? Done. Anything is possible. Just let me keep the girl and her babe.
A simple trade. More deception. Take her head.
It's your choice, sweetness. It's your choice. You greedy little bollocks.
Time to meet your maker.
What to do?
Looks like a trap there.
So stupid! How could I have trusted her? I almost gave that monster my child! That's what she wanted? My husband. Connor would have done. I just wanted everything back. Back the way it was. It's my own. Look. Here. Really? That's... My husband gave it to me. His cough. Thank you. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making... What? Bring him back! Bring Connor back! What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
You feel something pull at you. The creature yearns for a moth.
What have you done to him? But this isn't what she promised! I wanted him back the way he was, not this. I don't even... But he might be. Come on, love.
Nice sword. Jaunty hat. Karlak-like.
Hag is gone! Happy! Happy!
I have such a headache.
Have a lot on my mind.
What a charmer.
Blackets will be done. Let's get on with it.
I can do better. I must.
My patience wanes. A simple task.
stayed interesting.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Well, well.
My patience wanes.
Waiting with bated breath.
Yes, absolute. Ratouche!
These boots have seen everything. Here goes nothing.
Deliver the truth, Ratouche!
Shah's blessings upon you. I think easily remedied, if you like. Not just yet. Let's choose our moment. Some...
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. The ache builds as you squeeze your hands together. Were your fingers always so thick? Your skin always so sticky?
Chukil gate vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others. Then, myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust. Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. Lae'zel's spear grips you, not fear of death, but fear of insignificance. The great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon, forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlakith.
Let the Geich take me. I will earn Vlakith's honor. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
I came just in time. You are transforming. Yes, you have. I saved you before. I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a Mind Flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
Though the thought crosses your mind, it doesn't hold you, doesn't devour you, as your thoughts too often can.
Your compulsions will doom us all, If you do not work to stop them, I can help. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. Fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. You'll feel better. I promise.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
My faith protects me.
Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream. Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us. Exactly. Waste not, want not. Even when it comes to Mind Flayer parasites. Now, was there anything else?
I had a dream last night. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by illithid worms. Well said. This dream...
Yes? Well, obviously I would. But you have so many... Well, in that case...
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power. Sounds like it. What did you make of it? Damn right. Things like a splinter. We just need to find a way.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we... An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it. A real manifestation, perhaps, but not an individual of flesh and blood in the manner you or I would consider to be real. Whether she spoke the truth or not, well, I think I require a little more evidence before taking a fantasy at her word. Until then, best we speak of other matters. Was there something you wish to ask?
Hey, good looking.
Glick. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is gate deception. A wise choice. These parasites are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp-string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Tret.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise. A bit crowded, don't you think? You'll need to swap out someone if you want me. Lead the way, then.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit,
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms. Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlach, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
I need a moment for the two of us.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mazora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet. Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
I hope Mizora flies into the blades of a windmill for what she did to Will. Though, I must admit, the new look is a little dashing.
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
I can't help feeling Will got off lightly. The wrath of the Hells is second only to the wrath of the heavens. Having a devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there? Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls. I know what. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere.
The Blade of Frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to wait. Still, it took guts to defy that petty patron of his.
Better not be cursed.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have the... You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You thought a Mind Flayer might know how to extricate one of its own from you. But a Meluum couldn't help you. Your tadpole lives. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places. Meluum is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Meluum realized this before he attempted a fatal extraction. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not, were it not for my protection, so would you. Because I am just like you, and I need an ally. Just like you, I was infected with a Mind Flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go. No. It isn't safe. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. I will hold them. You must. The cultists use the... Go. This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything that Tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
I'm ready.
Well, no tentacles yet. I suppose we can consider that a success. I would, but you have so many friends already. In that case...
Ah, I shall be here in thy camp, as thou... What now?
Someone there?
So, you know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful. Let's go to the shadows. Let's have a rummage.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make...
Smile and pain will fade away. Word. Isn't that how Mum usually is? Quiet, you pup.
Chin up. This'll help.
Hello, you. The softest touch.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will...
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will.
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you pull the last
Thief's been emptying pockets around here. You might want to allay some suspicions before things get out of hand.
Cloak and dagger, my favorite.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed.
That won't work.
Can't afford to stay idle.
mine will turn to ash when you pull the last light down. Moon, oh, remind me of your grace, faith, care, oh, the love I can't repay. Moon reminds me of your grace, oh, the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace, faith, care, oh, the love I can't repay.
Don't mind if I do. Silent as the grave.
Still got to face the goblins before we can go anywhere.
Druids?
There'll be other things looking to kill us. Always is.
Stealing the idol. What were you thinking?
I was trying to help.
You nearly died. Did you hear me? What was your mother in that dark? Not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what
One more time.
This is ridiculous.
How delicious.
No time to rest.
Action, not reaction.
Shame the goblins didn't
No
kill
helping
me
it.
too.
We're exposed now.
I'm just sad. And bored.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in El Terrell.
We're exposed now.
Wonder when the goblins will come. I could use the target practice.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Feel like we're...
You sound like your father.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close. Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
exposed now.
Wonder when the goblins will come. What I did for some salt. I could use the target practice.
I'd die if I met Eroica reeking of this place. Damn druids. You'll never get the stuff. I'll have to burn them.
This is ridiculous.
We finish this bottle. Got enough dead to toast anyway. Whatever we want.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
A butcher? Really?
Right.
Shame the goblins didn't kill
Don't be
me.
grumpy, Ronan.
I've got food.
We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy. You're an idiot.
Feeling illicit? The year, 10 Air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints. Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today. What's on your mind? Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? Oh, man. Lucky you. That's the dream. Maybe when this is all done, you can show me where you came from. My family home's long gone, but I'll show you my favorite chow hall in the city, if it's still standing. Soldier. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. Wasn't all that long ago. I never knew the whole of how and why, but I remember the devil slavering with delight. I should have looked after the Elterans more. Gone out of my way to make sure they were all right. The long and short of it was, I didn't want to risk my neck. I let them get on with the nightmare, same as I had to. But Avernus is no place for decent folk. I'm glad they got out. So glad. I don't think so. At least, I still remember everything. In more detail than I wish. But, as for what's going on in your mind, and maybe in mine, I'm certain there are answers out there. We'll find them together. Well, look. You've said it, right out loud. That takes guts. The guts you'll need to change. Or at least make sure you're channeled in the right direction. I've got enough enemies who could do with a good bloodletting, you know? Soldier? Looks like your troops all trooped up. You need...
Boy.
Tonight, you can't chase the thoughts of that poor girl you killed from your head. You wonder what she looked like as she died. Squirming, skewered in abject agony. body barely complies. You feel such rushes from your thoughts of the dead woman. Why did she die? The mystery gnaws at your pounding heart.
Me lord, jubilant day! I have found your vile self at last! Sceleritas fell. Your loyal and ever-adoring butler. I followed you, my dear rotted master. We have been parted so tragically long. Oh, one hell of a butler. The most unprincipled servant you could hope for. You have always struggled to conduct yourself properly without me. I found you following the stench of that bard. She reeked across the coast like a piece of dog muck on the road. Ah, yes, my lord has always had some spontaneous little outbursts of joy. Anyways, I come once again bearing a part of your dreadful inheritance. You earned this iniquitous prize through your great show of exceptional violence the other night. I'm sure Master will be better soon. A fellow of your fine breeding is never down for long. I cannot wait until your next act of shameless barbarity. That mithering thing? Pay no mind to it. We have been with you always, and always by your side we will remain. Be true to yourself, my lord.
Dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth. He relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool.
Goes nothing. I need a quick word.
I'm told the druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened? Truly, I'm sorry it had to come to this, but she left us with no choice. Thank you. We still have the I need to It's sparse thanks for what you've done for us. And I'm afraid you've bought us some time here. But the goblins are still massing out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, there may somebody. It's no small thing to ask, but everyone in the... We'll be ready to...
I wonder what the next move is.
No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
commander?
Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now, remember?
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did. Avernus changed things. Best we get used to that.
Yes. Zevlor.
Let's see what this does.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Maggots will
Shame
be
the
done.
goblins didn't kill me, too. I'm just sad.
This individual doesn't seem... Now's your chance to offer some...
When you cool the last light down.
Need something? Well, obviously I would. But you have so many in that case.
Smile and pain will fade.
Radio not.
Words of mine will turn to ash when you cool the last light down. Moon, sun, will remind me of your grace. Fate, care, oh, the love I can't repay.
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense...
Let's have a rummage.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense...
Some mild laughs.
Moon reminds me of your grace. Oh, the love I can't repay. Rest and
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense... You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense...
faith, care.
A little chicanery.
Oh, the love I can't repay. Moon reminds me of your grace. Oh, the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace. Faith, care, oh, the love I can't repay. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call.
Stealing the idol. What were you thinking?
I was trying to help.
You nearly died.
Ask what you will. It is possible. First, do you wish to pay? The price is paid. Tell me, why do you wish to reclaim your oath? Repairing what was damaged. Atoning for the past. Kneel, Oathbreaker. You swear to deliver righteous retribution, vanquishing your enemies and aiding those who suffer at their hands. The Oath of Vengeance.
I will. Dost thou require a new as thou keep it together?
I should speak up.
If you stumble, know there is no shame in falling. Only release.
Time to press ahead.
It seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together. Just you and I. Assuming you haven't changed your mind, of course. It seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Someone's enthusiastic. Maybe I should have brought a barrel. I was hoping for a toast. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
I can sympathize. Truly.
Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting. Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to.
A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. It was just what I needed. Oh, yes. I suppose we'll have to. We should head back. It seems to be... You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to... With a lot of the little things. Perhaps. There's still... nearly light. The others... What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. It was just what I needed.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it? I'd like to think that would have happened anyway. Let's head back, if we must. All's well, I hope. I was going to say the very same thing, as soon as I worked up my courage a little. I can't recall the last time I shared so much with someone. Maybe I never did before. It meant a lot to me. You mean a lot to me. And that was before the kiss. I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
copper for your thoughts? Looks like your troops all trooped up. Till next time.
Come on, then. Don't leave me in suspense. How are you feeling? No errant tentacles? Wonderful. Advantages are a more precious commodity than I'd have hoped, given the nature of our predicament. I commend you on your... Was there another matter you wish to discuss? I'd be delighted, though someone else will need to... Wonderful! Which way to the nearest library? Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
It's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
My job too. The druids. No one does. We have to look for
Soldier? No room in your party. What should... Let's hop...
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Where am I? What's going on?
Stop. I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Quiet, you pup.
Stealing the idol. What were you thinking? I was trying to help.
You nearly died. Do you hear me? What would your mother and I have done?
Give up now.
Rose, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says.
I got stuff if you got coin.
Supply! New batch!
A scrying eye. Best not do anything suspicious, what?
The eyes glassy black. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent. You feel a brief, lurching connection, the sensation of falling into your own image endlessly. Confusion.
Oh, yeah, your ladyship. Honest,
Mistress! It's me, your loyal servant, Sazza. I'm back, and I brought a friend.
How thoughtful. And where did you find this friend?
They was in some rickety druid grove, mostly full of tieflings, but them intruders you're after were hiding out there.
I presume you dealt with my prey and massacred the rest.
Well, the thing about that is, they sort of massacred us. But this mug helped me to escape. I say we stick a few holes in him. Show how grateful we are.
You feel a cold hand caress your mind as the drow appraises you.
Oh dear. Your prisoner is one of the Absolute's favorites, Sazza. A true soul.
Nah, a can't be. They was in the grove, hanging around with the tieflings.
Undercover, no doubt. Carrying out the Absolute's will. Oh, Sazza, you have made a grave error. And it will be your last. My spiders are hungry, little one. But before they feast, tell me where that grove is. And I may yet spare your life.
It's past the bridge, to the east. Big old gate covered in ivy. Don't hurt me, mistress, please.
I will not hurt you. My spiders will have that pleasure.
No, I mucked up, I'm sorry. But I didn't know who they was. They didn't tell me nothing. I told you, I was trying to follow orders best I could.
Silence, wretch. And remember, you owe your miserable life to this one.
I won't cause any more trouble. I swears it.
Through sheer luck, that pathetic worm has brought me the information I need. And it seems that the inhabitants of the grove trust you. We...
Assume nothing.
Hey, all right! Off my arse!
On the other hand, participating in the slaughter as she asks may be the perfect way to earn her trust and access to the cult's inner circle.
Good. Marshalling the goblins is no simple matter, but my warband will be ready to attack by next light. Once we are in position, we will wait for your signal, and then we will break them all.
Gather the raiders. It is
Yes,
time.
your ladyship. We won't let you down.
Bloody hell's what?
Come,
leave
we
me
have
alone!
come to our
No
It's not ready. Bruce all found the next target.
Action, not reaction.
Keep it up, one.
All right, what now?
There's no time to waste.
Always hungry, these boys.
Time for a soft touch.
Perfectly hidden.
You're being arrested for assault.
You bow, or you break.
That won't work.
Behold, the dance of death.
Never a dull moment.
Again.
Fuck yes. For me? Heading out.
Need to stay focused.
This is your end.
Nothing will stand in my way. I won't give in. Another step forward.
On it. Well, well. What we have here. Got it.
Ready. On I go.
Make way. Try something else.
Blood comes easy these days. Another fight. Let's go. Don't waste a step.
Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. You aided a bear without knowing if it would savage you. A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin. Yes, but just Halsin will suffice. Unbecoming to demand honorifics from the one who saved my hide. I am aware. I foolishly left it vulnerable to this rabble. There's work to be done. That look in your eyes. I've seen it before. Are you feeling all right? Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible? That looks very alien. As alien as the Mind Flayers. They do not belong on this world. It's no coincidence that you found me here, I'll wager. You're after a cure for this parasite. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles, but I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure. I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated. I wish I could, but I've no right to ask more of you. But if you could help me, I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. My thanks. You must get ahead of them. Muster the defenses. Thank you. Hurry then. May Sylvanus guide us.